Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Old, new and incoming subscribers, thank you for stopping by. Happy Sunday. Today it's Sunday, yes, but I'm gonna make something different. Not everyday Sunday rice. Today is abacha Sunday, so you stay tuned. Let me tell you exactly how I achieved this yummy abacha you're seeing right on your screen. So I actually did two different kinds of abacha, the one without beans and this one with beans. It's two different kind and two different recipe. So the normal one, I believe all of us know, is this present one you're seeing without beans in it. But I decided to spice up the game and make something different. Yeah, some people like it with beans, but I personally, I love both. I love both. Anyone can go for me, the one with beans with the one without beans. But if you ask me my favorite, I'm gonna say I like the one with beans. That doesn't mean I don't eat the both. So now let me run through the ingredients I use in making these two delicious abacha. So in this recipe, I'm going to show you one current ingredients that you don't need to miss if you're making local abacha. Let's start with the ingredients. I used dry abacha, and I use uziza leaf, the dry one. I use red shepherd pepper, Scotch bonnet pepper, crayfish. It has already been cleaned. I use bushmeat. I use ice fish, Titus. Then I use Ehuru, African nutmeg, and this is the most obenga of it all, Ogiri, and I use beans. You can see onion there. You can use as much as onion that you like. And in there, I also have my seasoning cube. So I started by steaming my bushmeat, which you can see now. So I'm going to add my seasoning cube to it. Next, at this point, you can use any seasoning of your choice that you like, right? You can, if you use any seasoning, you're still going to achieve this process if you go step by step on how I did it. So I added a chopped onion. You can add as many as onion that you like. Yeah, sometimes in my cooking, I'm generous with onion, but this time around, I decided to just use one in parboiling this bushmeat. It's already been washed before getting into that steamer. Yeah, so I spiced it as much as I want and make sure everything is okay. I'm gonna be adding nutmeg, Ehuru. I call it African nutmeg, which is Ehuru. This is also a game changer in making your abacha. Yes, it's really needed. It brings that local, that local taste that we all crave for when making abacha. Yes, so I'm going to close it and allow it to steam for like 10-15 minutes. Yeah, so coming back to it, you see how everything is going on. Everything has marinated because I steamed in a very low temperature. So going forward, I added blended pepper to it. I don't want to add much because not everybody like hot and spicy food. So I'm actually making this for some visitors. So now I spice it as much as I think it's okay to my taste. Yeah, everybody has different taste bud, but yes, I think it's on a normal level, but with the pepper, because I'm using a very hot habanero pepper. The habanero pepper are very hot. So next to it, I added my Titus fish. I didn't want to add it at first because it's gonna get done earlier than the meat. So I set aside frying pan and added oil, onion, and grinded pepper, and stir to mix very well. Stir, and I'm frying this on a very low heat, not medium, very low heat. So I added crayfish. I'm not going to be adding all the crayfish because I'm making two different kinds of abacha. So I'm going to use the second one for the second abacha. Going next, I added Ehuru, African nutmeg, and I added my seasoning cube, and I mixed everything thoroughly good. I gave it a good mix. This is a game changer. This ogiri akwukwo you're saying, you can never make abacha without ogiri akwukwo. It gives it that local aroma and taste that we all crave for. So this is my NGU. Some people use akamu potash, but I don't like using potash for my abacha. I use NGU for it. So now I have put the abacha in lukewarm water, and I've drained it. Now set aside. I now want to mix everything thoroughly with what you saw that was fried in the little frying pan, right? So this abacha now, I didn't make it to be too soft, not too hard. It's in between. So going in next is the fried condiments that I have inside that sweet frying pan. So I'm going to give it a very thorough mixing now to mix everything so that it can marinate into the abacha. So at this moment is really crucial, because if you don't get to mix this abacha very well to marinate, for the sauce to marinate into the abacha, you're gonna miss the taste of everything. So now we're done with this. Let's get to the next one. So I started by heating up my pan with the oil. I went in with my grinded pepper with onion. I grinded pepper and onion together, and I started frying on a very low heat. Remember, it depends on how hot your gas is, but my low, it's comfortable for me. So you work according to how hot your gas is. So I went in with the African nutmeg, Ehuru, so followed by crayfish, and I started frying. I gave it a very good fry. Now you can see the water has dried. I have to go in with the beans, and abacha followed immediately. So this abacha was already soaked and sieved in a sieve. You see, it's dry already, like looks like dry but not so dry. So it's kind of soft and not so hard, right? So I gave it a very good stir to mix everything together. So remember, like I said before, you have to mix this thoroughly so that everything will incorporate into each other, right? So give it a very good, lovely stir. Like you have to stir and stir till everything seems looking good. You can see how yummy this is looking already. So would you be trying this, or would you be trying this other recipe? Remember, I made 2 recipes from the beginning of this video. So which one would you like to be trying? Comment down the comment section. Let me hear from you. Which of the recipe do you think is most delicious? Is it this one without beans or the one with beans? Which one are you going to be trying? Let's interact and tell me down the comment section where you're commenting from. Let's get to meet. Okay, now I'm going to go enjoy my abacha. Yes. So thank you for watching, and I'm going to see you in my next video. So at this time, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do so. Bye.